Today's job is going to be a simple oil change on my 2018 Acura ILX. Alright, this is what I'm going to be using. We got the Mobil 11020 extended performance, full synthetic. Then we got the oil filter that matches extended performance. Now my thinking with the weight of this oil, it being 0.20, there's just a little clearance with some of the components in the motor, so you need something thin that'll kind of fit in between these components in the motor that require lubrication. So Mobil 1 is the way to go, I think. Let's get ready. I'll do the oil change on this car every 5,000 miles, 3,000 to 5,000 miles. I think the oil maintenance, it expires every 7,500 miles. I think that's when the oil life kind of goes down to 0%. But I don't let any of my cars pass 5,000 miles. And for older cars, obviously 3,000 miles. Newer cars, you're able to go a little farther with between oil changes. But I mean, if you change the oil often, then obviously the car will be a little more reliable. The lubrication in the motor will definitely help the car. I jacked the car up, leveled it out. One side was a little higher when I jacked it up, so I leveled it out. This metal pan you're gonna have to take off. Just I think it's 4 flathead screws, but I've had some damage underneath, so I zip tied this one. I got a screw over there and some zip ties, so I just got to take all that off. Eventually I'm gonna get some new panels just so it doesn't like dangle and not have to put on zip ties. Have my oil container ready to go, so once you take this off, you'll be able to take out the drain plug and get going with draining the oil. All right, pan is not completely off. There's one screw, but I have it kind of turned to the side, and there's a nice label right there, probably upside down. Engine oil, that's the drain plug right there. Take that off, drain the oil, and you're good to refill after you put the new oil filter on. Reinstall the plate, tighten the drain plug, and now time to get to the oil filter, which is right there. Now there's usually a cover right here, but I took that off the previous oil change just to make it easier access. And there's the oil filter. I was actually able to unscrew this thing by hand. It's not supposed to be on too tight. You're supposed to screw it on by hand and it shouldn't be much tighter than that. And I was able to, I mean, I had to use a little bit of force, well, quite a bit of force to take it off because of the heat, different cycles of heat. But I was able to get this thing off by hand. All right, time for the new one. Gotta clean this up first. Time for the new Mobil 1 oil filter. You don't just put this on, you gotta put oil around the ring. That way it this doesn't crack. You oil it, doesn't crack, it won't cause any leaks. And then we're good to go. So now I just gotta screw this on by hand. Let's see here. We'll wipe it down one more time. You want to do it slow, carefully. That way you don't strip any threads or anything like that. Let's see. There it is. Basically as tight as you can do it with your hand, I'd say. There we go. I think that's it. There it is. New filter, oil's drained. Time to put in the oil. All right, so again, this is the oil I'm using. 0W20 Mobil 1 extended performance, high mileage, guaranteed for 25,000 miles. That's quite a bit of miles, but obviously I'm not gonna wait that long. Now when you drain the oil from the bottom, you want to take off the oil fill cap beforehand so it flows a little better. Now the car takes 4.4, so about 4.5 quarts of oil. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill 3 and then put this oil additive, Pro Lube. What you're supposed to do is for every quart you put an ounce, or you can put 2 ounces per quart as described in the back right here. If you want to get extra protection, if your car is kind of going up on miles. New cars, you know, 1 ounce per quart is good. So this whole thing is a quart, and it carries 32 ounces. So for 4.4 quarts, that's about 8 ounces, 9 ounces. So I'm only going to put 9 ounces of Pro Lube after I put 3 quarts, and then top it off at the end. All right. Big enough to without putting the Pro Lube. More. Alright, time for the Pro Lube. This already has about a quarter to half of this filled up, so I'm gonna almost put the rest of it in. And again, this is an oil additive that helps the lubrication of the car. Still have a little bit left in here. I think that was just enough. Alright. Put 1 more quart and then see where we're at. Alright, let's see. perfect. Right at the top hole. So I'm gonna turn the car on, warm it up, bring it to operating temperatures, and then double check this. If it needs any more, top that off. Looks like perfect amount was put in. Take this out, wipe down the motor if you want. Secure this back on, and then you're ready to go. There it is. Oil change on the Acura ILX 2018. Thanks for watching.